Hi, my name is Jayson Street. I'm an author of the book Dissecting the Hack, the Forbidden Network. I'm also a security consultant for my night job, and for my day job I'm the AVP of Information Security for a financial institution in the States. I wanted to basically say that with both jobs, it's like I get both sides of it. With my day job, I'm doing defense, I'm doing infrastructure, what some may say is the boring stuff, but then at the night I'm doing the consulting, the pen testing, and some of the fun stuff. And one of the main problems I saw in the industry is very simple. Information security has to have the upper management buy-in. It's like the CIOs, the CEOs, they have to be invested in working with information security. But how does a security professional convey that message to them in a way that they understand? Because what people like to think about is that it's like the pointy-haired boss in Dilbert. The bosses don't really understand, they're stupid, they're not really intelligent, and that's not true. They're very intelligent, they're very smart, they know what they do, they know their business. And information security, though, should be a very important factor. It's just a small factor in the overall running of the business. And employers and CIOs and CEOs, they're in the job of mitigating risk, not actually going in and stopping risk or doing proactive solutions. It's a very reactive situation. So what I've decided to do was I've given us several talks at several colleges called Selling Elephant Whistles, which is basically how to get upper management buy into the security process. And one day I was driving from Oklahoma City to Dallas. It's a 3-hour drive if you drive really fast. And it occurred to me that it's like I knew the way to do it. And what it was to write a book. But not a technical manual, not something that's just a security manual that the information security professionals would like, but I needed something that the actual managers would read, not because they had to, but because they were interested in it. It's like you can't educate someone just by giving them the manual that's not in their field and say, here, read this and learn. It's like you had to make it something that would be interested in them, but then also as a side effect, they would learn and be educated at the same time. And that's when I came up with the story. And so basically, Dissecting the Hack, the Forbidden Network is 2 books in one. It's 2 distinct books. The first story is a fictional story of terrorists and FBI and hackers and a cat and mouse game. No one knows who's chasing who, but everybody's trying to go after some data. And the key thing about that book is every hack is real. There is no logic leaps. There is nothing that's going to say, oh no, you can't do that, that's impossible. Quite the contrary. It's like when you see the hack, when you see the security procedure that was in place or not in place, there's usually a notation with a page number. Well, as a CIO, it's like our CEO, I see how these hackers jacked into a wireless access point and stole $10,000, and you're going to say, that's impossible, that's not real. Go to the page number. It shows you the tools, it shows you the technology, and it gives you websites and links to go and find out more about those tools. So therefore they start understanding and they see it in a real world situation that, wow, this is what my information security guy is telling me about these things. This is the reason why we can't have wireless unsecured or unmonitored. This is the reason why we need an IDS. This is the reason why we need these kind of security policies. So it helps educate them in a way that makes them want to go and learn more. Well, the second book, the second half of the book, is a technical manual. You don't have to read the first book to understand the second book. You don't have to read the second one to understand the first one. It's like they just complement each other and they cross-reference each other. So the second book is a technical manual. It's an introduction to information security. It's like a lot of people that have been in the industry for a very long time, they're going to read this and they're going to I know these tools. It's like I know these hacks. But they're not the main audience at first. It's like they're the ones that are to help educate the people around them, the soccer moms, the CIOs, the people that are just a regular everyday citizen who doesn't get into computers that much. This is the book for them to start it off. This is a 3-book series for at least 3 books. It's like maybe more. It's like it depends on how the first 3 do. But the second book talks about cyber warfare. It talks about SCADA systems, RFID passport cloning, using RFID scanners as IEDs from the passports. I mean, a lot of high-tech, more advanced techniques with the same thing, with the technical manual involved, where it shows you some of the websites, some of the technology on how these things are done and how they're possible. And then the third book is a book on corporate espionage, insider threats, disaster recovery, business continuity. So once you get all three books together, you've got the whole spectrum of information security, and the information security, like the common body of knowledge and stuff, on how it relates to information security. So it's one part here, one part there, but it paints a complete picture. But most importantly, through the whole series, both people will enjoy it. It's like the professional, information security professional will enjoy it because it's got a new way to do the old technology or new technology, and it's a good story. And the CIO is going to enjoy it because it's a good fictional story, but he also learns some of the things that his security professionals have been telling him. So that's one of the main reasons why I wrote the book, was because I wanted to get something out there that we could start bridging that gap between corporate and information security, and start getting the message out there. The more that we make the message of information security and protecting the computers and protecting the networks more readily available to the masses, the more secure people's systems are going to be. We can't just be right and then wait for people to understand that we're right, and that's the reason why they have to have a firewall or antivirus, because that's the right thing to do and because I said it. It's like, that's not the approach that's going to work. They have to be educated in the way that they're going to be interested, in the way that they're going to keep focus and learn. Because everybody has problems sometimes, learning from what goes on other people. It's like, the saying is, a wise man learns from his mistakes. A wiser man learns from someone else's. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give you those lessons from someone else and stuff, so you can make those choices before it actually happens to your system or your network. If you'd like to find out more about the book and the progress and some of my ramblings on the internet, some of the sites you can go to are, the main one would be f0rb1dd3n, f0rb1dd3n.com, which is, yes, forbidden in hacker speak. And another website that I do a lot of just updates and news feeds is Jayson, Jayson -street .tumbler.com. It's my Tumblr website. It's like, that's where I just do a lot of news things I feel that catch my attention, I think would be of interesting to others. And you could also follow me on Twitter at Jayson Street, one word, and or on LinkedIn the same way.